child. You know, every day I tell my son, you gotta get your education, you gotta get your education. And I would like to see that. You know, I would
You
like
will
to
see it because you have to see it.
Yeah.
It's according to you.
Yes.
You know, not, oh, I would like to see it if he's going to give. You're going to make sure he give it to you.
Yes.
You don't have a choice.
I'm on his behind every day if I can do it. And I sit there, and even if I don't know the work, I'll sit there and research the work, try to get it done so I can teach my child what he needs to do, and we're learning together.
Together. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Although it's never too late to learn.
That's right.
And a lot of people, they scared because they might not know. Well, these new things that they teaching the kids, I don't know, and I feel dumb. Feel dumb right along with your child because your child don't know either.
Well, let me tell you, I can use one illustration, and y'all can jump in anytime you want. I can use as an illustration my son Tyler. Tyler is, you know, and everybody knows Tyler. Tyler is not a talker. He went through the majority of his school life never talking to a teacher. I've been up to the school so many times. I did a radio show for 2.5 years. He got on my radio show and said, "What's up, everybody?" And they couldn't believe that it was Tyler, you know, because I had a youth day on the show, and he loved it. He was in the studio, you know, just talking. This boy, they had scribes, they had everything to help him. They told him the answers for the test. He got his high school diploma. So now, I don't know what nobody else's problem is. I mean, he got his high school diploma. Because high school is not an option.
That's right.
It's not.
Those are your best years of your life.
That's right.
Even if you, for those viewers and young people who have had children and say, well, I'm in a debt, go back to school.
That's right.
Get your GED. Do something with yourself to forward your life. Don't be young and say, well, I didn't get it. It's available for you.
And when you get your GED, don't sit on your GED. Accomplish a little bit more. Go into college. I know so many people that just got their GED and just sitting there with it. You know, not doing anything with it. They're not working. They're not sitting there getting more education. They're just sitting on it. When you accomplish getting your high school diploma, that's something like your high school diploma. You got to accomplish more. Get more of your education. Because if I get my GED, I want more.
Not if, when.
Yeah,
come on, because this ain't an if show. This is a when.
When I get my GED.
All right.
I'm going to go to college, and I'm going to accomplish my 4 years or my 8 years or whatever I decide I want to sit there and study on.
Yeah.
You know, and my thing is law.
Right.
I want to do law. I might not be a lawyer. I want to go into, but paralegal. I like paralegal work.
There you go.
You know?
Why can't you do it?
I can do
And
it.
see, that's the whole thing about. And one of the things I was on my mind today, and I thought about young people, and I said, you know, years ago, young people used to have role models. You know, your role models. Who was my role model?
There's not many role models these days.
No.
Why is that though?
Because I feel it's because most of the parents, like say for instance, your parents is, you know, supposed to be your number one role model. But the parents are so busy trying to be what the child is being and trying to live the life that the child is living, they can't be a role model, not even for themselves.
And that comes from because they didn't enjoy their childhood.
Yeah, they weren't given a good childhood. So,
but that's not your fault.
Yeah, so they try to live it out through the child.
From from this generation that I come from, it's a lot of people that I see. They have given up on dreams. They have given up on life, you know, and all they remember is, oh, I used to do. I should have did, but I didn't do it. But you know, I'm still young at heart. They still have that. I'm still young at heart. I'm still able to go to the club. I'm still able to do this, and I'm still able to do that. But it's not anything in the positive realm that they want to reach for.
Okay, and I'm listening and I'm hearing you, and I'm thinking about the ones who didn't have a positive life and didn't do anything with their life. What can they literally pass on to somebody else? And see, that's the thing. And when you see young people, that's why older people are discouraging young people from accomplishing their goals, because I could have done that. I should have done that. You're just doing that because that's what I used to want to do. Hello? I don't care where it comes from. I'm doing it and I'm using it.
And it's not my fault you didn't do it.
It's not. Stop blaming your children for your past.
That's right.
Come out of it. Stop blaming. I don't blame my children for nothing. It is a struggle to get them motivated.
That's right.
Whatever it takes. If I have to have somebody flying from a trapeze piece in their bedroom. I don't care. Make it so because it's hard to motivate people.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Especially when they've made up in their minds
That they don't want to do
They
nothing.
can't do it.
Remember, I used to ask the kids when they were smaller, what do you want to be? I used to have kids, and I did that even for the older children. And they were, I think it was one of them used to say she wanted to be a biscuit. All right, a biscuit.
Which one? Pillsbury or?
You know, whatever biscuit you be a good biscuit. You know, and I love biscuits, so you better be careful. I might put you in the box.
Pillsbury or the store brand.
You know, hello. You know, but kids don't have ambition because they don't live with ambition.
That's right.
You know, you should ask your children every day, what do you want to be when you grow up?
That's
You
right.
probably was the only person that ever asked her that.
That's right.
Probably, because she didn't have an answer.
That's it.
She didn't have an answer.
I'm kind of grateful because I ask my son that all the time, and it's the same answer: police officer.
Great.
Police officer. So I'm like, okay, it didn't change since he was 2. So
Okay.
go for it. You
Yeah.
want to be a police officer?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So how do you deal with that? Start putting them in an academy.
Yeah.
Start getting them into cadets or something.
Mhm.
You know.
My mom asked me that when I was in 1st grade, and my answer was, I want to be a dancer. And then I wanted to be a singer. So mom was like, why don't you do both? So then she put me in dance school, and then she put me in talent shows. So till this day, I still, do dance, and I still, do shows, for churches and things like that. So everything, it works out good, and it's still my dream till today. I'm going to school for performing arts, and I'm going for business administration to open up my own dance school.
Woo-hoo! Very good.
Children.
Yes, loving it, loving it.
That's been my dream forever. So, asking that question means a lot because, it shows, my mom cares.
Exactly.
My mom cares that I want to have a dream and I want to be. And not only did she care, she pushed it forward.
That's right.
No,
She
helped
didn't
me.
go. She didn't go. Okay.
Never.
And then look at the TV.
No, y'all don't get the difference. When you turn your head, you know, and they already know they're going to be a failure. But when you push them, you're pushing them. See, my strategy is get out.
That's right.
I want you gone. I want you to follow your dreams. I want you to get your life in order. I want you to be rich. I want you to be able to send me something for Mother's Day. There is a method.
That's right. That's right.
But when they
All this
sit back and there's a method because you can always look back. I invest in my children.
Exactly.
There is something about investing. I invest in my children. If you play cards or you gamble or whatever you do, you play the Russian roulette or whatever. What do you call it? Poker, whatever you play. You are supporting that gambling arena. Why can't you invest in your children like
That's
that?
right.
Yeah.
I invest in my
That's right.
grandchildren. I invest in my children.
That's right.
It is important that you be there to help their dream come to fruition.
That's right.
Don't wait for everybody else to do it.
That's right.
You know, and that's our problem as parents. Somebody got to pick you up and discover you. Why can't you discover your own child?
That's right.
Why can't you do it? My daughter went to the homeless shelter for 2 years.
2 years.
And we did dance, and we put on one of the
Show at Mega
biggest.
Everest College.
I had to rent the college.
Oh yes.
Awesome.
That was
That was
The commissioner, we got letters from the mayor. It was all those kids danced like they
Oh, yeah.
were the greatest dancers ever lived.
They put their
Yeah.
heart into
And these were
that.
homeless children.
Kids.
right.
The kids that people said will never be anything, can never do anything, don't have any talent. They got up in front of a whole lot of people.
That's right.
And they danced their heart out.
They
And
danced.
the mayor, the mayor
sent her a
sent me
convention.
a letter, saying how great everything was. Even the commissioner, the commissioner of homeless and foster kids and all that, he even loved it.
That's right.
And he never seen in a foster child to want to give back and to want to push. And I wouldn't have had that drive if it wasn't for my mother pushing me.
You
and
gotta
showing
give
me that I
back.
can
You gotta
do it,
give back. You have to.
Yes.
It is important that not that we receive, but it's important that we
Give
give back.
That's right.
You know,
And remember where you came from.
That's
Because
right.
some
Don't
people
forget.
make it and then they forget.
yeah.
But I think, I was raised and I was taught to, it's okay to make it, but you have to remember where you come from.
That's right. That's important.
And help, not only
Reach
make
back.
it, not only make it up, but also pull others up with you.
Oh yeah.
So if you make it big and you can help someone else, put out your hand, I help you, you can make it, you can do it. Because, like we used to say, you know, just walking past somebody and saying hello, that can change their whole day. You know, somebody spoke to me, you know? Somebody spoke to me. And another thing is, for all you kids out there, when you see an adult and or you see just, you know, somebody that's down, say hello, say how are you, you know, because you can make a difference just by saying the littlest words.
That's right.
What I love about my kids.